Hey everybody! Hey, it's Beauthemechanic yet again. Hey, I haven't been on here in a while because I've been super busy doing magical different things. I got some stuff in the works, and you guys might see about it later on, but for right now, I'm just gonna be quiet about it. But anyway, what am I doing today? Well, today, I'm back at my old shop still. I haven't moved yet, but I told some guys online that I would show you guys how to change spark plugs and coils on an Audi A6 or A4, which usually comes with a V6 or a V8, and they're coil on plug, which is pretty simple. It's just a coil that drops down in on the spark plug. But I'm going to show you guys how to change those spark plugs and the coils, and I have my little candidate for you right there. That is a 2004 Audi A4 Quattro V6 3.0 30 liter. It's a pretty cool little engine. You could get this car with obviously a V6 or a 1.8. It's a very similar design as far as the sparks go, spark plug and the coils go, but I'm going to show you guys obviously for the V6 because that's what we got right here. Really simple, man. This is exactly what it's going to look like if you guys open your hood and you got one of these. It looks scary because there's shit everywhere around it. There's plastic everywhere, and people are afraid of that, and I don't know, it's not a big deal at all. All this stuff is just stupid stuff to keep your car looking more advanced than it is. It's like these covers, they just kind of pop off. Like that pops off. This just holds your air filter, so I can just pop it off. Set it over here somewhere. Now we're getting down to something. Here's where your spark plugs are going to be, and your coils. As you can see, this thing right here just kind of pops up, and you just wiggle it out of the way. Bam! There we go. Here you go. This is your coils. Look, it's a V6. There's 3 on this side. 1, 2, and 3. And it's got a little wiring harness. You see that they sit in, and so you basically just stick a screwdriver up in here, in between this thing right here, and you can see I've done it in the past. You just pry it up. These things they suck, man. They're kind of hard to do. So you just stick a screwdriver in there, pry it in this direction, and just kind of wiggle all 3 of them out. So there's 3, and right here's 3. 1, 2, and 3. And you might say, "Boo, I don't understand, why are you doing that?" Well, I'm changing all of them because this is so common in Audis and Volkswagens, is that you'll be driving on the road and your car will run like shit. It'll miss and go stumbling, missing. Check engine light will come on and blink at you a lot of times. Those are all indicative of you needing spark plugs and coils. And like I tell people, man, there's no way to really test them that I know of. I wish there was. But there's no way to test them that I know of, like I said, so you just end up buying. It's cheap just to buy all. So with this car specifically, I ordered mine from FCP Creton, but you can order them from anybody. I use FCP Creton because they have a cool warranty and they're pretty chill dudes to deal with, although they're slow to ship. Unfortunately, it doesn't ship that fast, but I think I got all 6. All 6 coils were, I think, 140 bucks. Which is pretty cheap, man, for OEM spec coils, and that's all 6 are all brand new. So it'll be good for a year or 2 until something else stupid happens. Like I said, Audi, Volkswagen, somehow they smoke them all the time. You'll smoke coils every year or 2 years or 3 years. You're for sure going to be putting coils 1 or 2 or more in. So, like I said, this is what you'll end up with. While I'm in here, though, I got a box of FCP. It's got my coils in it. I'm going to change my spark plugs too, and a lot of you guys don't want to use these, but I do. These are just standard, the cheapest damn copper spark plug that you can get. Autolite 3924s. Those are like $2 each, So I'm going to put all these inside. Now, a lot of guys will say, "Man, you shouldn't use those in your car. You should use NGK or Bosch's or the expensive ones." That's cool. I appreciate that, and that's awesome for your car. Please do it. I'm not going to do it because I like to change my spark plugs every 15,000 miles or so. It's not very hard, and that's just what I do. It's not a big deal. I'll just change them. I'm not going to pay $6 for a spark plug and it not really do a damn thing for the motor to make it run better or whatever. But you're entitled to your opinion, and I appreciate that. So do whatever you guys want. Like I said, though, I'm going to use the cheap spark plugs. You can do whatever you want. Feel free to use those. They'll work awesome if you got a 1.8, and they'll also work awesome if you got a V6. They'll even work awesome if you've got an old 4.2 V8 and an Audi A6. So, like I said, here we go. I already yanked my plastic covers off. Now I'm going to take this thing free, which is just an air dam. Air gets sucked in there, and there's 2 Phillips head screws, one there and one there. Obviously one's already gone. This thing's old, it's an 04 like I said. So I'll yank this thing free just so it gives me a little bit more room. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the air hose free, which you can see has been bubble gummed together with love, but it's just got 2 banjo clamps, this one, and you can really just pop it free right here and remove this mass airflow sensor in the hose, and I'm gonna move this air box right here, which is also super simple. It's got Phillips heads, 2 Phillips heads, or 3 I believe. I think maybe just 2, this one and this one. And this air box will just come out, and so we'll have all this stuff free, and we'll have a whole lot of area to work here so we can get to our coils on this side and yank them out. So I'm gonna do that and we'll come right back. Cool. Already did that side. It was kind of harder to get to, so I just went ahead and knocked it out. So now we're on this side. I removed the little cooler. It's really simple. It's got a little notch right here, and that little notch sits right there. So you just kind of like lift it up. It slides in there, and there's a screw that just goes right in. Obviously you can see it's offline a little bit, but I don't want to put it back in just yet, but that's basically the gist of it. It would sit just like that with a screw right here. Zoom out, computer. So anyway, I just took this free and just set it over here to the side a little bit so you can get some access to work on this side. I already put those 2 spark plugs in, and here's my other one. You guys can use a piece of hose or something and stick it on this and then gently slide it in here. I don't do that. I don't care. I just drop them in. Never had one mess up, and I've been dropping them in for 12 years now. You just thread them in hand with your hand tight first. See? I just did it with hand. If you have lots of resistance, then obviously something's wrong. You should be able to just easily hand thread those in. So now they're all hand threaded in. I'm gonna torque them up, and I'm gonna show you the coils that I'm gonna drop in. Here's our brand new coils. This is what you get. Bremmy Premium Car Systems for Audi. So anyway, you open these bad boys up and you'll have 1 individual coil per box. Look just like that. That's one of the other ones I took out. I got stacks and stacks of them. Like I said, I fix them all the time, so just look. There's a shit ton of them right there. That's how many I fix, lots. There's even more over in the corner. I keep them. Every once in a while you can find one that's still good, but either way, so what I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna tighten up my spark plugs, drop these coils in, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. So here's the new coil, and there's 2 more right there, and it's so simple. They just take them like this, and you just drop them in, man. See that? Drop them in and press them to seat, and now they're set, and you do the next one just the same way. Super simple, man. These things suck because they're expensive, but they are easy to change. Relatively. Same thing, I'll press this one in. And now we're just going to take these wires and they just slide right back on here. Last thing I like to do is mark the coils. See, I go in there and I write the date when I changed every single one of them so I remember. And if they fail, you know, in the next month or 2, I'll send them back and get more for free. But they have a little bit of a warranty. But there you go. So now all I'm going to do is put that back and put the little screw in that holds it and clean everything up and make sure everything looks nice, and this thing will be ready to rock and roll.